I'm Joti, and I'm bringing you the State of Awesomeness address for the month of June. It is hot outside. There's corn in the marketplace. I think we know it's summertime. So I wanted to give a awesomeness address to encapsulate some of the things that I've been experiencing that are awesome: sights, sounds, events, people, and give you some of that, and hopefully you can vibe on that and share in the awesomeness. So first things first, nerd alert!
Nerd alert!
I have just finished reading an amazing series. One of my favorite genres is high fantasy. So this is like sci-fi fantasy. High fantasy was exemplified by Tolkien. So the Middle Earth mythology. I just finished reading a series, a trilogy called the Mistborn trilogy, and this is Brandon Sanderson. He wrote it between 2006 and 2008, and I have geeked out on this. Just tore through it. Really hard to put down. And I just want to say a few of the things. Again, I feel like I am somewhat of a sci-fi fantasy snob. I've been raised on really good sci-fi fantasies, so I have a high bar. The series did not disappoint. It has amazing characters, first of all. No one-dimensional, oh, he's the bad guy, she's the good girl. This is rich character development, amazing character development. The second thing is plot development. There's so many twists, and not like far-fetched twists, but real awesome shifts and surprises and unanticipated things. I was really blown away. And the dialogue as well, really good. One thing that's important for me is that the whole universe that the book takes place in has to be cohesive. That the mythos has to make sense on all levels. So politically, socially, religion, history, language, magic systems if they're there. And in this, there's an amazing magic system that is incredibly unique. I've never seen anything like it. So if you're looking for an amazing read, and it's 3 books, so you're going to really be able to get into it. It's not going to leave you unsatisfied. So this is an amazing series, and I wanted to read one quote from the main antagonist of at least the first book, who is supposedly very villainous, but just very interesting here. He says, "I consider myself to be a man of principle, but what man does not? Even the cutthroat, I have noticed, considers his actions moral after a fashion. Perhaps another person reading my life would name me a religious tyrant. He could call me arrogant. What is to make that man's opinion any less valid than my own? I guess it all comes down to one fact. In the end, I'm the one with the armies." So this is an amazing series. I definitely recommend it if you're into sci-fi or fantasy, even in the slightest. It will really enwrap you. And that's my Nerd Alert Geek Out shout out for this awesomeness address. So on to our second thing. I want to give 2 updates to the League, things that I've been working on for the last month or so. The first one is the League's Awesomeness Accord. I wanted to draft a document that's kind of put out what we're committed to. And it's just a series of 8 statements that really are agreements about how we live with awesomeness in our life in a way that's really practical, it's grounded, it's embodied, and it's effective for us and the people around us. So I need something from you, though. This needs feedback. I've drafted this document, but I need some feedback. Anything that you feel like you want to add or evolve within those statements, please let me know. So the link is below for the Awesomeness Accord. Second thing is I've been really excited and working on this blog-based program for improving your office workplace awesomeness, and I called it Office Awesomeness. Imagine that. So the subtitle is Stress, Energy, and Performance Training for the 9-to-5 Superhero. So again, the idea is how can we be awesome in this part of our life where we spend, with a 40-hour work week, 1/3 of our total life in the office place or in our profession. So it's a major place of experience, and we can affect a lot of change there. So the blog-based program, there's about 8 of them. 4 or so are out right now, with the other ones coming in the following weeks. And these are meant to just give you simple principles and practices, the technology to weave into your life. So you don't have to make these drastic changes or leave your job, but gradually cultivating within that less stress, more energy, and just maximize performance. And then from there, a lot of things begin to open up. So we start to create that right in the workplace. So that's the second thing. That's all I'll say about that. That link is below as well. Please check this stuff out. Please let me know what you're experiencing with this, and I can evolve this offering and make it better for you. So number 3 in our address is Awesome Sounds. Last month I brought you Populous. Populous is awesome. I'm still listening to them so much. The one I want to bring you this month, they're called The Grassroots. But it's D-A. It's more cool and urban that way. The Grassroots, they have one album called Passage Through Time. This is the one that you're hearing now. It came out in 1999, and yet when I heard these guys, I'm like, this is a modern sound. It's like jazzy, funky, they've got tight rhymes. I think what they speak about is contemporary and important. They seem to be like a good underground voice. And I just like their stuff. And this song right here is with Chaos, who, K-OS, and he's an awesome rapper as well. So I'm just really digging on them, and I invite you to dig on them as well. A link to their stuff is below. Alright, next up we have Awesomeness events. Yes. So these are events that draw my attention because they involve people of high integrity and offerings that integrate body, mind, emotions, energy, all parts of oneself. That's my belief in terms of real embodied awesomeness, and these events speak to those things, and these people live a life speaking to that sense of integrated approach. So first up is my friend and all-around awesome superwoman Paulina Smith of Whole Body Transformation, and she's running her 6th annual holistic health salon, and this will bring together a lot of awesome people and offerings, and this will be June 23rd, this Saturday, June 23rd, one day after the solstice, and that will be in SF, so link will be below. Next up is Cindy Stein of Deeper Ground, and this is for all you LA, Southern California people. She's doing a movement offering on June 16th. I believe that's also a Saturday. And so this is, again, integrating body and energy and emotional intelligence and bringing that fully to the surface. So link is below. She is also super awesome. Check her out. And finally, we have our very own Lu Lin from the League, and she runs the Ministry of Divine Affairs, and she's doing a chakra trance journey, solstice style actually. So this will also be Saturday, June 23rd, and that will be in SF as well. If you haven't experienced chakra dance or chakra journeys, they're amazing for the body. You burn a lot of calories, really work out, feel good in your body, but then there's a whole nother level that's involved, and it's really powerful, really special. So check that out. Again, link is below. So those are our awesomeness events for June, or at least a few of the many, many, many that are out there. And I hope that you check out some of these. I hope it sparks you to push your limit, right? This is what this is really about, is breaking beyond the known into the unknown, because the unknown involves a lot of our total fulfillment, total power, and an experience of life that is truly awesome. So finally, I'm going to leave you with an awesomeness quote for this month, something you can sit with in inquiry, digest, see what comes out, and hopefully to inspire this coming month for you. So this month's quote comes from the Castaneda books. Definitely controversial series of books, nonetheless unquestionably powerful and wise. So this quote actually comes from Castaneda's teacher, Don Juan. And Don Juan is speaking about the difference between how ordinary people experience life and how a spiritual warrior experiences life. So this is what he says. For the average person, the world is weird because if he's not bored with it, he's at odds with it. For a warrior, the world is weird because it is stupendous, awesome, mysterious, unfathomable. A warrior must assume responsibility for being here, in this marvelous world, in this marvelous time. So I leave you with that powerful quote to digest and see what you come up with. And otherwise, again, all links for the content we mentioned today are below. Please post any awesome experiences, events, products, people that you are connected with in your life, and I can start to filter those into our upcoming State of Awesomeness addresses. And otherwise, go forth and be awesome. We're built to be awesome. This is inbuilt. We're wired for it. So just start to follow that, feel that expansiveness, and go forth, share the awesomeness.
Nerd alert!